fellow Beastrollers, welcome back again. As you see, I'm playing a new game called A Winter's Dream. Now, this is actually another visual novel game that caught my interest, and I was very intrigued by it. I kind of give like a short story, or at least a short exploration of what it's about. It's mostly about this guy that came back to his home village and stuff, and he's staying with his grandmother, and then one day his grandmother became a young, beautiful girl again. And yeah, I'm kind of curious how this is going to play out. I really am. So here we go. Let's get started. Also, I'm playing this on the Switch because I know you can get this on the Xbox One and plus PC, probably other consoles. But I'm just letting you guys know what I'm playing this on. So let's see. December 28th. Oh, it's my birthday. That's my birthday, December 28th. Wow, I should have played this on my birthday then. If I knew it was going to start on that day. No, it's not. My birthday wasn't on Thursday, it was on Saturday. But still, that's kind of funny though. Alright. It's only the 28th of December, but snow is falling outside the train window. Oh, that's my character. Alright. There wasn't any snow back in Tokyo, though the air was crisp and chilly. Cold enough to make you burrow your hands a little deeper into your pockets. It didn't snow. It's different if you travel a little further north, though. It gets colder here much earlier. Everything is cold in the northern countryside. Everything except people's hearts, as my dad likes to say. My dad can be pretty cheesy at times, but he might have a point. I've been living in Tokyo since spring this year. In the beginning, I was expecting to get away from all the dull countryside I was raised in, but, well, you know what they say. The grass is always greener on the other side. People are never satisfied. When I left home, I soon discovered how different the city was from everything I used to know. I lived in the countryside my whole life, in a small town with a population of around 15,000 people. That's actually that's a lot still. Like, again, probably in a city there's like maybe 5-10 times more than that. I don't know exactly, but that's still a lot of people. Like, when I think of a town, I think like maybe less than that. Probably like 1,000 or less, really, in my opinion. But still a good amount of people. I take it from granted that all I knew the name of my neighbors, and they knew mine. I thought it was normal that our family cat, Tama, would sometimes say, with a elderly Mr. Igarashi, I think that's what he said, for days on end because he fed our picky feline better cut the meat when we did. It was only to be expected that the clerk at the nearby grocery store would give me a few extra sweet potatoes whenever I stopped by because he knew my younger sister, Otako, was fond of them. My whole town was much cooler than Tokyo during the winter month. And I still remember scenes from my childhood where the snow piled up on the roadside and fields are filled 5 inches thick. Wow, that's pretty thick actually, 5 inches. That's a lot of snow. Our roof would stray beneath the belly of the snowfall, and my father would spend his day off work shoveling snow for our elderly neighbors. No wonder how frigid the weather became in this small town. The people were always bent together to help one another. Spearheaded by Gohor, eternally aspiring men like my father. In my old man's wood, the heart of the people were warm, even if their hands were cold. Tokyo, meanwhile, is completely different. In Tokyo, the streets are different, and the buildings are bigger and the people, it's hard for me to describe them. That's because there are far too many of them. Tokyo isn't inhospitable per se, but it's not the most welcoming of places, least of all to the boy like me who grew up in such a secluded environment. I was afraid Tokyo would eat me up and spit me back out. I think my parents were afraid too. My mom used to call me every other day when I was first settling in. She was forever sending me bags of rice and local produce, feeling I might be so overwhelmed by the new surroundings I would forget to buy food for myself. No, how would you forget to buy food for yourself? I can understand maybe, going to a new environment and stuff like that, but I don't think you would forget about buying yourself food because you need food to survive. Just saying. Though I can understand like a parent point of view, I guess. That or maybe she's worried I wouldn't know how. Fortunately, I managed to make it this far. Though it was awkward and unusual in the beginning, I survived the hostile alien territory of the big city. I joined the photography club at university and I made several friends. My time in the city wasn't as bleak or as scary as I feared it would be. In fact, I enjoyed it. 8 months later, and I managed to make it back to my hometown in mostly one piece, with an expensive new haircut, and expensive new shoes, and expensive new glasses to show for my travels. Oh my god. The canvas big line of the ground of my feet in a small bag with only a few set of clothes and a game console and my camera stacked away inside. Game console? What kind of game console do you got? I'm kind of curious. For me, of course, I'll probably most likely be my Switch because it's a portable game console. I would love that. I'm happy I got a Switch because if I do any future traveling to other countries or whatever I'm going to travel to, at least I won't be bored. Oh my god, I was bored most of my travel, at least during the traveling parts. It would be kind of boring for me. But nah, it won't be. But I'm only going to go back home for a handful of days. I plan to stay for New Year's, of course, because it's a family celebration and meaning me, my father, my mother, and my younger sister always go to the local shrine together. But that's it. When the dirt of January rolls up, I'll be on this old regularly train back home. I can't afford to miss the start of the new semester, not even a couple of days. Time I have discovered more quickly in the city than it does the countryside. If you miss a single lecture, you'll be scrambling around for a week trying to recover the information that slipped through your fingers. But sometimes it's too late. There's not enough time. There's never enough time. I sigh as I stare out the train window. It's very dark, but the stars are particularly bright tonight. I think I can spot Beta, I guess. I'm gonna call it Beta for short. Out of the corner of my eye, in the third brightest star in the northern hemisphere. I know a lot about stars. My grandfather liked to lecture me about the night sky when I was little. I wasn't particularly interested. I only care about my Game Boy. Oh yeah, they actually mentioned Game Boy here. Cool. Usually when it comes to games mentioning other consoles and stuff, they always call it some kind of other thing. But no, they actually mentioned Game Boy. That's kind of cool. I think that's cool. But his lessons never have stuck. Can I see any other constellation out the train window? It's hard to tell. My eyes, despite my brand new glasses, are unfocused. The snow doesn't help. The snowflakes fell slowly and lazily, swirling through the cold night sky Like they have all the time in the world. Time. I yawn. Of course, I wonder. Of course, it wouldn't snow in Tokyo. That would cause too many problems. It would interfere with the bus route and the train schedule. School would be shut, business meeting canceled, and everything would fall apart. All it takes is a day. Time is money. It can only afford to snow out here in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, nowhere. Because who is going to inconvenience? The citizen may be tiny town. The cities. I'm tired right now. Fucking tired. I'm doing this like a freaking 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm like really tired. The citizen of my tiny town with the miserable selection of shops and only one high school. Like anybody cares. 15,000 people is nothing compared to the millions who resides in Tokyo. Seriously, like, okay, no offense, I really have to look up like something like this. And of course I can't look up exactly what town this is, but I want to really like see like what is like the average population size in a town, like in just some kind of town in Japan compared to the population in Tokyo later. I'm very curious about that. Like, what are the difference between this, like between that? Because 15,000 people does seem like a lot. Like, guys, let me know your opinion. Like, when you think of a small town, like how many, like, what would the population of a small town for you guys would be? Or like, if you guys do live in a small town, like, what is the population that you can probably guess within your small town? I'm very curious about this because, seriously, 50,000 people seems like a lot still for a small town. Like, seriously. God damn. I can fall asleep creeping up on me. Like, I can feel sleep creeping up on me. My arms and legs droop like unwatered plants. My head feels far too heavy for my neck, as though it's been stuffed full of newspapers. With a soft yawn, my eyelids fell shut and my head leans back against the chair. I think I'm dreaming. In my dream, it's snowing. Well, it snows. Not snowing. It always snows around here. Though I missed my parents a good deal, when I went away to Tokyo, I eventually learned how to live without them. I can even iron my own laundry now. It's nothing short of a miracle. Ironing laundry isn't really that hard. You just gotta make sure you don't leave it on your clothes for too long and burn your clothes. That's it. Okay? Ironing is really not that hard. That also just somehow accidentally burn yourself in some kind of weird way. Accidental ways, possibilities, but weird ways, yeah, I don't know how. But I always been on a short side of my age. I blame my mother, gene pool. With long, feminine fingers and soft, round cheeks, but I'm still 19 years old. I'll be 20 next year. I am an adult, though I don't particularly look like one, and we all have to grow up eventually. When my parents saw me off of the train station last spring, my heart filled of dreams and my head full of nerves. My dad put one meaty paw on my shoulders and told me there's nothing to worry about. You're my son, he said. No matter what happened, you'll just do fine. I have faith in you. At the time, I appreciated this vote of confidence, particularly when I had so little confidence in myself. I like to believe I'm capable of being self-sufficient now, but I still think about my father's word from time to time. Well, that's good. I can understand something like that. You know, words of wisdom from the elderly are very important, actually. Okay, like my a couple of my grandparents, especially like my grandfather, I call Pop. Okay, like he always gives me, like, even though he's like seems like a big goofball at times, always jokes around and stuff. He always knows when to be serious, depending on the situation, and he always like gives out good like advice and stuff. Like if I ever have a problem with a situation, like honestly, he's like the first person I would go to for advice for things. At least one of the first like people on my like list, like top 10, not top 10, like a top list of people I would go to for advice or help or something like that. Okay, and stuff. So something like that I can relate. Okay. His sister's tone was quite unusual for my dad, who, despite being tall and broad shoulders, like a cop from a film noir, alright, it's always it's always cracking terrible jokes. The dad jokes. Yeah, one of those kind of dads. His sudden supposed attitude was certainly new. Whenever I watch television with my family on a New Year's Eve, huddling together beneath the Tokatsu, if I remember that, like a penguin. Penguins! My dad always pointed at the male idol of the panel show and say, "Look, you, I found a perfect job for you. Haven't you ever wanted to be a model?" Then he laughed and slapped his knee. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Disrupting the top of the Katatsu, some green tea spilling everywhere. I never imagined I'll one day miss my father, who was determined to poke fun at me at every given opportunity during my formative years. But I miss him more than I expect. There you go. As for my younger sister, however, I'm assuming this is the sister. Hey you, are you deaf? I asked you to pass me the vinegar. I don't think I could ever miss her. I was gonna say Ataku. Atako might be part of my family, but we never gotten on despite how similar we look. She, like me, and her looks from our mother, unlike me. However, her feminine charm always a source of amusement and dessert. Atako is short and slender with a face shaped like an egg. She has a clear skin, clear eyes, and the same long fingers as I have. Though her nails are always fine and polished, painted to match her outfit for the day. She's a pretty girl, there's no doubt about it, but I asked you 4 times the vinegar, now! She's not exactly nice. In fact, nice in the last word I used to describe her. I'm sorry, I was spacing out. I'm tired from my trip. You don't look a little pale. Would you like me to run a bath for you there? Oh, it's fine, Mom. I can do it myself later. My mother always liked coddling people. Maybe that's why Otako grew up to be such a bitch? Maybe. I should hope you could do it yourself. Being away from home for so long, oh man, got to learn someday. My dad laughed regardlessly and slapped a hand on my shoulder. Oh dear, if you're that tired, you should have some more green tea. It might wake you up after a long journey. There you go. Oh boy. My mom began to refill my cup of green tea without waiting for my response. You know, actually, green tea is really good. I love green tea. She doesn't have to play the role of the perfect host for me, but telling my mom that will be a futile effort. I've always suspected my mom has a unique fond of OCD, namely, she just can't rest easy when there's food to serve and cups to fill. Maybe it's because she worked at the waitress in a Royken, I think that's how you say it, for a few years. Or maybe it's because she missed having her family all together like this. Probably both. I'm gonna go with both maybe. I guess she wanted to pamper me as much as possible while she has a chance. There aren't many people as compassionate as my mom. Apart from Miss Mishima, Mishima, I think that's how you say it. Mishima, perhaps, who used to babysit me and Otako when we were kids. Oh, please. While my mom is only too happy to attend to my needs, imagining all otherwise, Otako was less enthusiastic. You can't be that tired, you big baby. Tokyo is not that far away. It's 6 hours, and the Continental train was half of an hour. Oh, poor you. Excuse me if I don't weep with sympathy. Oh my god, the sister's really mean. Damn, at least you get to live in a big city now. I'll kill to be in your position. Let's not talk about killing at the dinner table, dear. Oh my god. Yeah, probably knowing the sister, I wouldn't be surprised. Now, at least at the moment. But let's see how things go. Whatever. Otaku, I keep saying otaku. What the fuck? Otako, roll her eyes. The motion of particular effort, given the wearing a black eyeliner that frames her deep brown iris. Oh my god. Maybe I should try to diffuse the tension. The four of us might be a family, a model example of a nuclear unit. Oh my god. But I have been away for almost a year. It's only natural our union would be a little awkward. You could expect everything to revert back to the old way, to the ways it used to be over a single meal. You don't need to get jealous, Otako. Don't call me that. Oops. I forgot that Otako hates it when I use her real name. Why? Because I know in Japan, like, it's like out of formality, you use the last name of someone's. But I think for like family members, it's like basically shouldn't be a big deal. So why does the sister hate that? I'm kind of curious. No, also thinking about the whole thing now, I'm kind of curious. Like, it's kind of awkward for me if people were calling me by my last name. It'd be very weird. I don't know how I would feel about that. At least in Japan, actually, it'd be weird. How could I forget? She only chewed my head off about a million times, and one time, ever since she turned 13 and started reading fashion magazines and learned to be self-confident. Otako never used to be this much of a brat when we were kids. Primarily, beyond filling out her figure, puberty beyond filling out her figure, she didn't rather frightening to the little sister. She might have blue awesome on the outside, like a beautiful flower, but her personality is with us on the vine. Okay. I'm sorry, Atami. Our family name is Otami Otako. I prefer to go by rather than her given name. Okay? Well, I can't exactly blame her. Otako inherited her name from the maternal grandmother, but is pretty unfortunate burden to place on a fashion confident girl like my younger sister. While Otako is written with perfectly executed characters, those for sound and girl, respectfully, is more commonly used to mean men. Okay. Interesting to learn that. Otako said as soon as you leave home and goes to university, she's going to get her name legally changed. Mom tried to talk her out of it, but Otako is as stubborn as a goat, and nothing can change her mind. That's why it's impossible to argue with her about anything. Anyway, Tokyo is not all that cracked up to be, you know. Oh, really? Really, it's so big, and there are so many people, and it can be pretty noisy at times. So, are you trying to show off now? No, Oh, it must be so hard for poor little you having to go all the way off to the big city, the big bad city, while I'm stuck here into this dump with nothing to do or any for another 2 years. There you go. This town isn't so very big, is it, Tommy? You don't want to grow up too soon. Enjoy your childhood. I'm not a child. I just turned 17, Dad. So hearing that too kind of makes me think of most of my siblings, because most of them be like, "Oh, I'm 13 now. I'm not a kid no more." Like, it just makes me think of my siblings when they say something. I hear something like that. Look, I'm this age now. I'm not a kid no more. Well, in the eye of your parents, or in my case, my grandparents, I'm always a kid. Okay, no matter how old I am, my grandparents always think of me as a kid. Not like an immature kid, or like, you know, someone that needs to be watched over, but they treat me like a kid sometimes. I don't mind. But, nonsense, you still look like a little girl to me. Please, you said that even if you were old as grandpa. Well, grandma, not grandpa. That's because no matter how old you get, you'll always be my darling little girl. Okay? Dad reached over and ruffled the top of Atama's incredible, immaculate, extremely style hair. There you go. Atama pulled off her face. Not off. Oh my god, I'm so tongue-tied right now. Pulls a face and shuffles away. The legs of the chair scrapes against the floor. How many times have I told you not to do that, Dad? You're going to ruin my hair. Dad just laughed. Dad laughed a lot. And yawned, fatigued, but not fatigued enough to forget to press a hand against my mouth. I have no desire to give my family an eyeful of half. Oh my god. Miss technically Nikaja, whatever that is. I don't know how to say that. Not on my first day back home. So, Atame, you want the vinegar? That's what I said like an hour ago. She obviously didn't make this request an hour ago, but I don't point that out. Getting into an argument about ceramics would be incredibly childish and petty, and I am an adult now. Here, I slide the vinegar over to Otako. As expected, she doesn't thank me. I didn't know why she couldn't have gotten it herself. And reached all the way across the table. Otako raised a eyebrow. And doesn't say, well, you stupid. Well, you stupid, but that's clearly the message she's trying to imply. You were closer to me then, and always were supposed to be the man. Aren't you meant to look out for your little sister? Sorry. I didn't think. No, well, you never do. I guess that thing doesn't change. You know, I'm assuming she might be like, okay, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I think she's acting more like a tsundere at the moment. Like, she does like her brother, but she does treat him badly because she secretly likes him, but doesn't want to show it, and just wants attention from him. I don't know. I'm going with that. It's rare I agree with my sister, but she might be right. It's been many months since I saw her last, but she's still a huge brat. So, honey, well, curious, what is it like in the big city? You haven't been here for a full year yet, but you already look different. Do you really think so? That's right. Hey, you got new glasses, haven't you? And I think you got them taller. I looked at my mom, hopefully, perhaps a bit too hopefully, and exclaimed, ah, really? In your dreams. Thanks for bringing me back down to earth with a bump, Otako. Oh dear brother, why don't you spill the beans? It's like what it's like in the big city. I'm dying to know. Please enlighten us, little people. Wow, the sister is really, man. The sister is really much of a brat. Really is. But let's keep going for a little bit longer. Well, there's so much that I'm not sure where to begin. I don't really care. I really want to begin earlier. Not with Otako glaring at me, her lips okay, like she's sucking on the bitter melon. I'm too tired for all of this. The train ride really took it out of me. I must be getting old. I clear steam of water stayed from the tap of and drum against the stainless steel brass and of the kitchen sink. There you go. What the fuck is wrong with me still? So tired. Roxy saw bubbles dance in the air, shining light with rainbows. The night's dinner was a veritable feast, painstakingly created for the sake of replenishing your energy after that awful train journey, to use Mom's word. I'm grateful Mom went the extra mile for me. Really, I am. Unfortunately, the sheer value of the side dish Mom cooked has created a mouthful of dirty bowls, pots, and pans. They're all soaking up on the top side of the sink, just like Mount Fuji in MH. But particularly, of course. Still, I shouldn't complain. Mom cooked all this food for me. Knowing her, she's probably been in the kitchen since the crack of dawn. She's the kind of person who makes her own dishes, stock, and noodles. No stove bought food. No store-bought food for us. So basically, she made it from scratch. That's cool. You know, I usually like me, and sometimes I do like to make my food out from scratch sometimes. But I also don't have time to do it all the time. Usually if I make food from scratch, it'll be like, maybe like once a week or once in a while or so like that, if I have, again, the time. I'm a very lucky son. Mom went through a lot of effort on my behalf, so it's only right I should clean up the mess in my return home, cause Mom tried to wave aside my offer to help. Don't be silly, dear. You can't wash it up in your state. You should be exhausted. You must be exhausted. But I remained firm despite the fatigue that had crept up to me. I hide my latency as best as I could around Mom, but now she's pottering off to the living room with Dad. I can't quite survive my yawn. The softball danced before my droopy eyes, like something from a dream. I reach out and touch one. Its shining sphere surface is slick and wet to the touch, for all the 2 milliseconds before it burst. It disappeared without trace, as though it was never there. Unfortunately, the pot and pans remains, and does not quite go around if I stand there spacing out. If only Otako would help a little. Mom told her to lend a hand, but hey, aren't you supposed to be doing your are you supposed to be doing your dying? Are you supposed to be doing the drawing, not dying? See, this just shows what happens when you're fucking reading at like so late, well, early in the day. Like, I don't know. For me, I've been up since I don't know. I'm just really tired. Fuck. I don't feel like it. But Mom asked you to help. Maybe she did, but Mom isn't here to tell me what to do now. Not like you ever listened to her anyway, or anybody else for that matter. I sigh. I only been back home for a few hours, but Otako already starting to get on my nerves. Look, I had a busy day. I do the washing. At least you could do is run the cloth over these pots and pans. And ruin my nails? No thanks. I just painted them yesterday. I don't know why you bother painting your nails always. Anyway, nobody's going to see them. Shut up. I didn't ask you for your opinion. Akasa was sitting at the kitchen table and her head powdered up with one hand, with other idly flickering through a fashion magazine. Our cat Tama, meanwhile, is laying on Atako's lap. I sigh stringy. I always loved cats. I nagged my parents for one the moment I was old enough to form basic senses. I'm not really sure why I was so obsessed, but the prospect of owning a cat sounds absolutely magical to me during my childhood. I beg and beg until my mom finally gave into my demands and brought me a cat for my 8th birthday. What the fuck? That was Tama. Tama came with a covenant that I had to look after her by myself, but I didn't care. I was happy to have a cute feline friend of my own, who I would love and cherish, and who could love and cherish me in return. Unfortunately, most things in life doesn't quite work out like that. Tama has never liked me when she let me pet her, which is rarely. She doesn't so under her eyes narrow and look back rigid, ready to bolt at any moment. Thomas always prefer Atako, though I'm not the one who is used to feed her and empty her little tray. Oh my god. So basically, he did all the, I guess, work taking care of the cat, while basically the sister can just enjoy playing with her and not worry about taking the responsibility of actually owning a cat. I can see that happening with at least with some cats and other pets actually in general. Cats don't know the meaning of the word loyalty. Probably because they are cats, not humans. They don't have the thumbs we do to flick through. Well, dogs are more loyal though, I think, than cats. I don't know. I think all animals can be loyal, really, in the way actually. So it depends, I say. Whatever. I often wonder if Tama likes Kama because they're so similar. They both, oh my god, temperamental, selfish, and self-centered. Toma is the only one who can carry Toma in her arms, and the only one who can make Toma purr. Toma's purring right now, in fact, a fluffy body vibrating. The sight is rather cute. Aww, no offense, hearing a cat purr is the most, like, relaxing and satisfying thing to hear. Like, I used to own that cat. Unfortunately, she passed away. I'm still upset about that. Like, it may be, like, years later. But, like, when the thing is that when I have pets and stuff like that, like, I get really upset when they do pass away and, like, and stuff. And, because, again, I love animals. When I have a pet and stuff like that, like, Beefy, he's not, like, just a pet. He's, like, my family and stuff. So, like, you know, I still miss them. And, like, I miss my cat. Like, hearing this stuff like that is making me miss my cat. Okay, because she used to like sleep with me all the time and like always like be with me. It's really upsetting now. It kind of makes me want to cry. I'm not even joking. It actually makes me want to cry now because I really do miss my cats. It's a shame that she never acts cute around me. Am I really that unworthy? Matoka, Matoka? I tried to conjure my sister once more, but she glanced at me and soon I realized I slipped up. Good God, trying to have a conversation with my little sister is like picking my way through a field full of landmines. That's probably accurate right there, I would say. Besides, Atome. Never mind. Don't you think this is a little unfair? Life's unfair. But I only just got back home. I should have to do all the work, do all the washing and the drying by myself. I don't know why you're complaining. You're the one who volunteered. I know, but you're such a suck-up. You're such a suck-up. Okay. You're always trying to score brownie points from people by acting like a good little boy. I'm not a boy. I'm nearly 20, right? And is there anything wrong with helping others? I don't trust guys who act too nice. They always want something in return. I just wanted to help me. I just wanted you to help me do the other dishes. Right? And the saucepan, and the pots, and the cutting board, and the bowls, and the plates, and the chopsticks. Alright. I know there's a lot, but come on, I'm doing most of the work here. Because you were so eager to help. Well, whatever. I don't have... I'll give you a hand. One more condition. On more conditions? What's that? I know Otako too well, even if I haven't been back home in a while, and there's a painful high chance of significant conditions, but being something unpleasant. I hope she doesn't ask me to pull wasabi into my eyes. She's threatened me with that worse Wow. Wasabi in eyes. That would hurt like hell. Ooh. I don't want to know how that would feel. Like, I remember one time actually when I was younger, I actually put like hot sauce in my eye, to be honest. Oh, that didn't feel good at all. Like, it wasn't like extreme hot sauce. It was like maybe mild or something, but wasabi is hotter than mild hot sauce, I think. I don't know, but that probably hurt like hell. Ooh. But she doesn't threaten me, or neither does she ask me to injure myself for her amusement. Instead, she says brazenly without a shred of embarrassment, I want a present. Pardon? I said, numbskull, I want a present. And what did you do to deserve a present? There you go. Isn't it obvious? Yeah, that's how I would act. Like, what? No? Jeez, you're so dense. Otako, I roll her eyes. You went all the way to Otako, duh. You shouldn't pick me up a souvenir or something, or two. It wasn't a holiday, Otako. I mean, Otame, sorry. Like I was saying, it wasn't a holiday. I was studying at university. You know too to get a job. But you were still in Tokyo. Yes, and I was looking for a bikini, maybe something a little this. I thought I'd turn to a page in a magazine and hold it up for my inspection. And this one here too. They're both cute, but they don't sell any nice clothes in this crappy little town. Go to the next town over then. They never have anything I want either, but I'm sure they would in Tokyo. I heard the boutique there are huge, and the malls. This all sound amazing. I'd love to go shopping in Ikebukuro, or Shibuya. There you go. Clothes and shopping are particularly Otaku's second and third favorite topic of conversation. Respectfully, both clothes shopping beats them out of a wide margin. One side discussion has actually managed to bring a rare smile to my sister's lip. For a moment, she actually looks like a sweet, charming girl. Okay. But the moments soon end. And I'm gonna actually end it here. I figure might be good enough, okay? We got a little bit about the character, the family, and of course, see how much of the sister is a little brat. Okay? But anyhow though, if you guys enjoyed this, let me know in the comments below, because I'm actually quite enjoying this so far, alright? I don't know how long this is going to be and stuff. It may not be that long, because I did look up, see how long it is, and again, like I said, it didn't seem like they were talking about it was very long, so it might be very short, something like that, I don't know. But like I said, if you guys enjoy this, let me know in the comments below. Make sure you pass the like button if you guys enjoy, and if you guys are new to my channel, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you guys know for upload new videos. And until next time, this is DomBeast, howling out.